Hello and welcome back to Kitten Up Kitten, and I am working on Mackenzies Treasure. This is a square drill diamond painting. It is a 69 by 52 centimetre canvas from Mandy Manzano. I am also using today my grey zesty tray, my grey Admiral Zest tray, not the zesty tray, the grey Admiral Zest tray. I've put my white one somewhere and I don't know where I've put it. Anyway, I'm also using this pen which I got from Bellator. I've got a rose gold 4-placer and a single placer, both with double-sided tape in. It is brand new tape, so it is very sticky. I'm having to prime it quite a lot. I'm also using my favourite blue glitter cook pot for my trash and my pen rest. Now you're coming in part way because I have just done a whip and ramble video on I Miss You, and I've got a lot of questions and comments to go through, so I'm just going to do that on this video today. I'm just going to get caught up with all the comments. If for any reason I have already read your comment out on a previous whip, or I've answered you personally and I've given you a love heart, the reason I'm doing them again is because I confused myself as to where I was. So I've had to start again, so I'm just going to go through all of them from the last ones I remember doing. I apologise. For future reference, if I have liked your comment, it's because I have seen it. If I respond in person, it's because it's time sensitive and you need an answer. And if I give you a love heart, I have mentioned you on the whip, the next whip that I'm doing. So I did make a start on this. I will say these drills fit, there is no gapping. So they're either new drills or it's the new canvas with the tighter grid, or both, because they are perfect. My laying down may not be as in that one, but they do straighten up as you start filling in. So I'm going to go straight into it. First of all, welcome if you are brand new. My name is Sam, and I absolutely love Diamond Art Club kits. I am an affiliate for Diamond Art Club, and below every Diamond Art Club video that I do, there is a link. If you are brand new and you have never ordered before, it will give you a discount. If you have ordered before, but you choose to use that link anyway, I will benefit from a small commission. That commission goes straight back into buying more Diamond Art Club paintings. So it is much appreciated, but not necessary. I would say, even though it sounds silly because I'm doing myself out of some commission, if it is your very first time ordering, try downloading the app, because the first time you use an app, you get 20% off, which is a very good discount. So please do that. Don't feel you have to use mine. Okay, so I'm going to launch straight into these questions and comments because I want to catch up, and a lot of it was to do with events of last week. So I want to get to a point where I'm caught back up again. I am currently doing this egg timer symbol. Now I'm actually working sideways on with this canvas, so I'm keeping my pot sideways on so that I know that I've got the right symbol. I will probably, in fact I know I will work on this canvas sideways, just because of the size of it. It's just a lot easier to manage. So with that said, let's get straight to these comments and questions. Let's get some of these done. So first of all, Sue O'Blennis: hi Sam, another great video. Being a Canadian, I've always had great respect for the Queen. May she rest in peace. The last image of the crown is very fitting. Thank you, Sue, and thank you for taking part on my giveaway video. If you do not know what I'm talking about, I did a 500 subscriber giveaway. That video is on the first Whip and Ramble on this canvas. Please do head over and take part. Up for grabs are 3 little goodie boxes. One is a bigger one, two are much smaller. It is open to everybody no matter where you are, and it is a selection of diamond painting and diamond painting related goodies. It is nothing too major. You won't be getting a Diamond Art Club kit, but you may get a kit or two. So please do take part in that. So some of these questions will be relating to that video. So thank you for commenting, Sue. Thank you for getting your name into that giveaway. I really do enjoy getting comments from people. It tells me that I'm doing something right. So it's always helpful. Feedback is always helpful. So let me just get these in. Can you see what I mean by my pen? It is very, very, very sticky. I've literally just loaded it up again. I haven't used this one for a little while actually. And I'll tell you the reason why. I love this pen. It's a really nice, solid, weighty pen. And the reason that I end up not using it is just because of the shape. It's more comfortable up here, but I tend to gravitate as if I'm using a pen. So I end up holding it in the wrong place, which makes it not as comfortable. But I do love it. I did pay a decent amount of money for it, so I will use it. And I love the colours, and it looks really nice with the rose gold tips. So thank you. She also says, no, she doesn't. I've just lost it. Of course, you guys in Canada have lost your queen too. So same back at you. Very, very sad. Next comment is from Villica. Absolutely love Villica. She comments on every single video. I wish that she lived a little bit closer. I really do. Or that I was rich enough that I could go and visit her. Because I would in a heartbeat. So, hi Sam. Thanks again for this fine video. As an English teacher, I closely follow the news around the passing and the funeral and services of Queen Elizabeth II. She was truly amazing and incredibly beautiful when she was young. I understand the choice of the last image, the crown. I also like the Black Kitty a lot though. Oh, I'm glad there were things in there that people liked. Let me know. What was your favourite image on that giveaway video? I'd like to know. But you're welcome, Villica, and that makes a lot of sense to me. You know, she was an incredible person. She was incredibly beautiful. Right up until that last picture with the Prime Minister, she had that stunning smile. Absolutely stunning smile. She also says, keep up the good work, Sam. I'm still working on the Virgo Witch for the Festival of Witches. Oh, I'm glad you're taking part in that, Villica. It's not something I've done yet. I've not taken part in any event. I have worked alongside an event. So June Waffle that Rebecca did, I worked alongside that, and also the Advent. My problem is I can't commit to every day because of my work and stuff. So that's why I haven't. I'd just be worried that I'd have all these starts and no finishes. And God knows I don't need any more of those. She says, love and hugs from the Netherlands. And I'll also try and watch the funeral on the 19th. Love, Villica. Thank you, Villica. It means a lot. I think it always means a lot when others take interest in important historical things that are happening in our country. And it was a very important thing. You know, a lot of it had never been seen before. But I'm sure by now you will have seen the funeral. It was absolutely amazing and full of lots of pomp, which we are well known for. But just the fact that some of these traditions have been handed down for 1,000 years, it's just phenomenal. So thank you for watching. The next comment is from Orbit. She said, congratulations. I agree that a more laid-back approach is better. I'm getting sick of the canned, inauthentic big channels that sound the same with every video. And then she's just put crown at the end. Absolutely perfect. I agree. I personally don't think, as a new diamond painter, that you can learn without seeing somebody else's mistakes. And that's why I do it. By me making my mistakes, maybe you won't. And I don't want to do the whole canned thing. I don't want to have to spend ages editing videos to make sure I've said the right thing, or I've said it the right way, or, you know, I haven't got time for that. You know, it is what it is. And as diamond painters, we have all dropped drills, we have all sworn, we have all got frustrated with the diamond painting. You know, let's be real about it. You know, a hobby is something to be enjoyed, but sometimes it can be frustrating. Ask any knitter who has got a new pattern and cannot follow that pattern the first 5 or 6 times and has to frog back their work. My mum's done it frequently. It is frustrating sometimes. So I want to share that. I want to share everything with you, not just the good stuff. So thank you for your comment. You know, it's very, very much appreciated. And it's nice to know that you think I'm doing the right thing. Billy Anderson, she says, I was saddened by the Queen's passing. I even cried, and I'm American. Well, don't apologise for crying. She was such a big person across the globe. You know, it was exactly the same when Diana died. A little bit more different with Diana because it was such a shock. But, you know, don't apologise for crying. It was an emotional thing. And there were lots of people who said that they didn't even like royalty and they were upset because it's such a big change in something that hasn't changed for 70 years, you know. It's emotional, so don't apologise. She also says, I hope King Charles does good for your country. I enjoy your videos. Thank you. Oh, happy birthday to your mum. Also, thank you. She says, I am almost 5 years older than her. My birthday is in November. Your DP is cute. Colours are awesome. Love your trash container. Oh, thank you, Billy. And welcome to the channel, Billy. You know, it's nice to have some of the older generation on here as well, because, you know, I can see by the stats on my channel the average age range, and I have the biggest majority of age range on my channel are actually my age. I'm 50. So it's nice to have someone older on because we can benefit from your wisdom. I'm sure you've got plenty. She says, I just listen to videos and work on my canvas, doing pumpkin herder now. Oh, I love pumpkin herder. Do you know what? That's one of those canvases that came out and I ummed and ahed about getting it. And then I didn't, because I don't know if you guys know, but in America, Halloween is much, much bigger there than it is here. Now, we do have areas where people get very heavily involved, you know, decorating and trick-or-treating and all that sort of thing. But it's not as big. It's not as big an event as it is in the States. So for me, it was like, if I buy it, am I actually going to put it up somewhere? But I love it. I love that image. I think it's beautiful. So I wish you all the best on that. She says, I love big paintings, but I'm retired, so have lots of time. Oh, I wish I was retired. I'm working on it. The cabin is going up as we speak. So give me a couple of years and I'll be semi-retired with a bit of luck. Depends how quickly I can build the business back up. Depends how quickly I can earn extra money. I mean, to be fair, if you like the trash pot, I do sell them. I am on Etsy. There is a link in the description box below. There will be some more going up very, very soon. I'm having trouble. So I've laid a drill and it's gone wonky. And I've gone to try and pick it back up to take it out, and it's pulled up another. But like I said, it's because my tape is super sticky at the minute. So I'm just trying to straighten up as I go. So yeah, check out the description box. It is very handy. And you know what? I'm going to share something. I'm going to share something with you. And I'm sure the person who shared it with me won't mind. I was at Penny's the other day, and I got a message from one of my subscribers who sent me a little video, bless her, just saying, I've just found something out that I think would be quite interesting. It might be something that you'd want to do. And she'd literally sent me a video of my trash pot, and she had put her drills, because it fits perfectly. I'm hoping you can see that, and holds it there. And she said, can you make these pots without the screw bit on? And I went, that is bloody genius. So, if you are out there and you're someone who likes to have something to stand your pot in, please let me know. So, here is the dilemma. I can make these. I can't get a mould where we don't have this screw pot. So my plan, I've made a couple. My plan is to decorate the outside of this so you can't see the screw. And then I'm going to do them like that, just without the lid on. And we'll see what happens. You could also have a magnet on this and use that as your little trash pot. And you could buy both together and have one to stand your pot in and one little trash dish to put your drills in. So I'm going to share it because it's a good idea. We'll see what the prototype looks like, but I can't actually get a mould with that in it. I have looked, and I'm not clever enough to make my own mould. The only time I've tried, I made a complete bloody mess. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. So I'm sharing. That may be something that will be coming to the Etsy store very soon. She says, congrats on 500 subs. I added last image word earlier in comment. You did, well done. And she said, have a great week. Well, thank you for commenting, Billy. It's nice to know that, you know, there are people across the globe sharing in our sadness. It's going to take a lot of getting used to, isn't it, to not have her there. And I still get emotional at times thinking of her not being here. But I'm sure we will get used to Charlie. And I'm sure he'll be a fabulous king. I'm sure he will. Right, so I'm going to do this F because it's quite a dark colour. And I can get that done out of the way. 3371. Need plenty of these for my heaven and earth. Next comment is from Michelle. She just says, you make me laugh. You told them the person flying the plane to give up. I'm sorry. It seems like the only time that I have to film is when the bloody planes are flying over, the washing machine's going, or the dishwasher's going. And it's like, I cannot wait to get my... get the cabin finished so the nail stuff can go in there, and then I can move into the snug, because I just think having a craft room, I'm going to be insulated from the noise. Now it does mean I won't have a lot of natural light. You see, that's where your pot comes in handy. I just knocked it over. It doesn't have a lot of natural light in there, but I will get some better lights for filming, because I can't imagine now me not continuing to do YouTube. I just can't. You know, I've been doing this hobby for over a year. I still love it as much as I did when I first started. And I cannot imagine stopping doing YouTube. So it will be worth a little bit of expense to get some better lights. And then I can then use this setup to film the nails, because I've just done another video for my nail channel. I'm having issues getting that in there. Hang on. I need to concentrate a minute. They do fit. They are very snug. But you're not going to have that gap in. So it's worth it. So yes, once I get in there, I won't get as much of the exterior noise coming through, which will be good. Can you see? It's like I literally... There we go. It's in. They're very snug. So these are definitely newer kits. It's definitely a newer run of kits, because they are fitting together beautifully. And that's what you want. I'm getting that click when I'm filling in gaps, but I'm also making a mess because I'm pulling drills off where I don't need to pull them off. Where did that one go? Right, let's get that one in. And it would help if my tape wasn't so sticky, but it does take a while to get to that sweet spot. It will get there. You see, I've lost one. I've pulled it off and I don't know where it's gone. I've lost one of those upside down T drills somewhere. Is it in here? There it is. Found it. So let me just dirty up my tape a little bit. See if that will help. Yes, that's better. That in there. Okay, so you're welcome, Michelle, is the long story short. Diamond Painting 6000s. Hi, Sam. Thanks for a lovely whip. I too love the red kite. We have a lot of them here, and also white-tailed eagle, which is huge. Oh my God, I'd love to see an eagle. I just remembered that I've left my coffee on the table. I'd love to see an eagle, but we don't. I think the red kite is probably the biggest British bird we've got. Although saying that, there was a buzzard, I think, that was spotted over the local area last year. She says they are lovingly called the Flying Door. Last image was a crown. May your queen rest in peace. Our Queen Marguerite II in Denmark just celebrated her 50 years of reign, and she was close friends with Lizzie. I'm very much a royalist, I must admit. Right, now is she just a close friend, or are they related? Because I thought they were cousins, some type of cousin, because a lot of the European ruling houses are related because of Queen Victoria. So I might have to have a look at that. 50 years is bloody remarkable, isn't it? I mean, 70 was amazing, but 50 is a bloody long time. The average reign is like 20-30 years max. So oh, well done to your queen. She said, love your channel, would love to speak beautiful English like you in my videos, but sadly it's mostly Danglish, but I try. Now I need to check now that I did actually subscribe to you. I'm going to check because I think I did. Number one, I do not speak beautiful English. What I speak is common as muck English. If I was speaking proper English, I wouldn't be saying ain't. And I certainly wouldn't be mixing my words up. And I wouldn't be saying me, I'd be saying my. So if I spoke proper English, I would be saying, welcome to my channel. This is Diamond Painting with Kitten Up Kitten. Yeah, don't speak like that. Do you know what? I so admire people in European countries because most of them speak more than one language. And us, as a British people, are bloody rubbish at that. We really are. I know a few. I know some French. I can read French a lot of time, but I can't really talk it. I know a few words of German, and I know a bit of Latin. That's it. I don't actually speak. I'm not what's the word? I can't speak any other language, basically, other than rubbish. That's pretty much it. But thank you for your kind comment. I'm pretty sure that I did actually subscribe to you. I may not have watched a video yet because I'm very behind on that because I've been watching the royal stuff, you know, the funeral and stuff. But yeah, definitely check out whether Marguerite and the Queen were actually related, because I have a fear either they were related or they were related by marriage. Might be worth having a look. And I did see Marguerite at the funeral. I know they were very close. So very interesting, and thank you for sharing. And also about the birds that you have. Oh, I'd love to see. I've seen an eagle. I've seen an eagle in wildlife parks and stuff, but I've never seen, I'd love to see one of those soaring about. Be amazing. The other thing that I really like to see, and it's happened 3 or 4 times late in not sort of when it's dark. I've missed some, oh no, it's not, it's a 2. It's because it's on its side. On the way back from Peterborough to where I live, a couple of times we've managed to catch a barn owl flying alongside the car. I mean, it's just stunningly beautiful bird to see. Really is. So that was really nice. But thank you very, very much for commenting. And if I haven't checked out your video already, I'm pretty sure I've subscribed, but I will be. So don't you worry about it. It's nice to listen to different accents, I think. Fair Dust 1, she says, congrats on 500 subscribers. I am new. Love watching whips and kit ups and kit downs. Last picture was a crown. Well, thank you very much for commenting and for taking part in the whip. You will be okay here, because that's pretty much all I do. Obviously I do some unboxings as well now, but yeah, a lot of whips, because I've got a lot of whips on the go. I think I've got 5 at the minute. 3 of which you'll see regularly. The other 2 you won't, because they're smaller ones. They're just little ones. I did have 6 until I ditched the crystal one. Apologies to anyone who loves crystal diamond paintings. But there we go. So thank you for commenting. Monica Trull, commenting on Mackenzie's treasure. She said, this is a beautiful diamond painting. I can't wait to start a Manzano. Last image is a crown. Number 1, to anyone who has bought Diamond Art Club, please try at least one Mandy Manzano, because honestly, they're so lovely to work on. They really are. Right, I'm not going to do the 1, which I've got quite a lot of, because it's an AB, and I don't want to be doing that with my tape being as sticky as it is. Same with the 2. No, there isn't any ABs, is there? Crack on. In fact, there will be an AB, because this will be an AB in here, because I'm switching it out. I forgot what kit I was on. So let's crack on with these number 1s. Right, what's this in here? So that must be one as well. Yeah, but can you see how tight that is? I mean, they're literally side to side. Beautiful. Makes it very easy, especially when you're multi-placing. I don't always multi-place, by the way. Sometimes I do just single place, and especially on squares, I love doing the step method. Love it. But I chose a double section today because I've got so many comments to go through, and because my husband's, oh, I've messed that up. Let me try again. Because my husband's working late tonight, I've got time to do a bigger section, because I was planning to diamond paint. Oh, let me just, that's just me tapping it on my table, just to get the, just to stop my tape holding on to these drills so much. If you don't know what I mean by the step method, I don't want to go into a tutorial, but thank you, Monica. Please do try a Mandy Manzano. It's definitely worth it. So let me just get these in, and I'll show you what I mean by the step method. So you place them like they're in a step. Now, I know a lot of people will do checkerboard with squares. I have done that, and I did try it, but once I saw Rebecca at Admiral Zest do the step, I started using that, and it does help keep the drills a little bit straighter. So for me, that's what I tend to do now, especially if I'm single placing. Even if I'm multi-placing, if I'm multi-placing a large block area, I I will very often still stagger them because it stops you getting those lines all in the same place, which is helpful. On this canvas, I don't think it'll be too much of an issue, to be honest, because they're so close together. I mean, it's absolutely... I didn't expect this kit to be a newer kit, but I'm guessing it's a reprint and they've just used the new, because there's no gapping on that. Might be more issues with glue. So thank you for commenting. Michelle, she commented on the same one. She said, Prince Charles a playboy, learning new things every day, lol. Prince Charles was actually a playboy. The prince that I was referring to, however, was the Prince of Wales, who was the son of Queen Victoria. He was a playboy. And actually had mistresses the whole time he was married. So that would have been the Queen's great-great-grandfather, I think. Prince Charles was a playboy. That's why it took him so long to get married. Everybody said, you know, like the build-up to Prince Charles getting married, the reason it was so big is because people never thought he would. I mean, obviously, we know how it turned out. It wasn't great. And I'll admit, after many years of not liking Camilla very much, I have to say they are very well suited. And I just wish, if he hadn't messed around, if he'd have just married her in the first place, all of that could have been avoided. However, we wouldn't then have had the lovely Prince William, would we? The new Prince of Wales. So, it's not a bad thing. But anyway, yes, he was. Have a look at a couple of documentaries. They had a couple on the BBC about Prince Charles. There's a couple on YouTube as well. Have a look. You'll be amazed. Because you wouldn't have thought it, would you? She says, I love your video. So thank you very much. I appreciate you commenting. Mariah Clark, she says, congratulations on 500 subscribers and the last image is a crown. Love your videos. Thank you, Mariah. Vicky Little, let me just place a couple more of these before I do that one because it's quite a long comment, and if I don't place a couple I will never get any done. And this evening I want to film another section of my Heaven and Earth canvas because I'd like to get a bit more of that done. And I have some drills today, actually, while I remember. In between filming videos today, I actually had some drills arrive from the lovely Sharon. Thank you so much, Sharon. I loved your little note as well. I do appreciate it. So thank you for sending them to me. And as I said in the last whip, it's the same day, but there will be a gift on its way to you next week. So I hope it arrives safely and that you love it. Thank you very much. Vicky says, Vicky Little, I enjoy listening to your videos, whether it be a kitten up or a whip and ramble, and always watch to the end. However, having to keep looking up from my canvas and anxiety caused by the fear of missing an image made it difficult for me to work on my whip. I'm sorry. I see 6 images and hope the last one was a gold crown. Most sincere condolences on the passing of the Queen. I am so sorry, Vicky. I didn't know what else to do because obviously the last time I did a giveaway, I can't even remember when it was, 100 subscribers, I think, 100 or 200. And I just did a, you know, make a comment, I'll put you in the draw. So it was all I could think of to do for a giveaway. So if anybody has any ideas of good ways of doing giveaways, you know, competitions to run on YouTube, let me know so that I don't cause anxiety on missing out on images, you know, because you know, the whole point of me doing this in the first place was to be your diamond painting friend, and just to keep you company while you worked on your whips. So I'm sorry, Vicky, that you didn't get anything done on your whip. Maybe I need to do a type of video, you know, like there's people out there that do like crime, you know, drilling and crime stories. Maybe I should do something similar, but with history, weird history facts. Maybe that's something I should do. And then that way you can just listen and you don't have to look at the screen. You know, I do use People's Whipham Chats as podcasts, especially when I'm driving in the car. Talking of which, I need to keep an eye on the time because I've got to do the school run. But yeah, I apologise, Vicky. I hope that you've caught up on your whip now. But let it be known that you were right. It was a crown. And you will be going in for that giveaway draw. So well done. Maybe we can find something better to do next time. So there we go. Thank you for commenting. Catherine Blacharski, congratulations on hitting your first milestone. Oh, thank you, Catherine. I've always enjoyed your videos very much. The last image was a golden crown. Rest in peace, Queen Elizabeth II. Thank you, Catherine. It's always nice. I do like it because I see the same names over and over again. And it's really nice to know that I'm continuing to give you the sort of content that you want, you know, and it's always worthwhile letting me know because if I don't know, I can't change anything, you know. So I appreciate that. Thanks, Catherine. Okay, let's get that in there. Linnea, I think that's how you say it. She says, congratulations on 500 subscribers. The last image is a crown. It is. Well done. Sandra Wright, love to watch your channel. Thank you very much. I'm American, but still mourn the passing of Queen Elizabeth. She was a lovely person. The crown was the last image, I believe. It was indeed. And thank you for commenting, Sandra. I know that there's lots of people out there that felt the Queen was their Queen too, and absolutely rightly so. She was definitely world famous. She was the one and only Queen. Trisha, the left-handed stitcher. Hello, my lovely. She says, hi Sam, very nice spending time with you today. I don't mind the jet noise. In fact, I think it's our jets until you say something about it. I still live near a US Air Force base. Whenever our conversation is interrupted by the jet noise, once the sound dies down, we say sound of freedom before continuing the conversation. Absolutely. And I do need to keep that in mind. And to be honest, some of the jets, so now the dog's going to start, some of the jets flying over are actually from a local airbase. Which is an American airbase. So it is absolutely very likely that it's actually young men from that airbase training. So of course it's important, and I should be a little bit more patient with it. I think it's that thing of, like, I don't want to be one of them people that heavily edits videos, but I also don't want to be doing multiple takes of videos either. Do you know what I mean? I don't want to say something, stop it because there's jet noise, edit that out, restart again. Because I think it takes some of the spontaneity out. You know, I'm not about being perfect. So I leave it in for that reason. But, you know, sod's law, isn't it? As soon as you start filming, something happens. Right, get in there. Last image was such an appropriate image of the crown. I really liked the one of the kitty play with toilet paper. Me too, which is why I put it in. Gigi's Creations. Hi Sam, yet another amazing video, and I'm super happy that your YouTube channel is growing. I have a channel and my last video was a little over a month. I'll get back to it. I've lost my motivation. I do record but never edit them out. Rest in peace, Queen Elizabeth II. The last image is a golden crown. I have been over to subscribe, Gigi. So yes, you should put another video on. But I get why. I do understand why people lose the motivation for it. Because it does take, you know, it does take work. Making the time to do the video, getting it set up, finding content to do, deciding what you're going to do, deciding what you're going to talk about, keeping enough space on your phone that you don't have to, you know, I mean, like I had a nail video on which took so much space because they're a lot longer. Although I do shorten them down because I do edit those more heavily. But, you know, if I've done 3 videos, I can only film 3. And then really I've got to upload at least one of them to make room to do one more. So I'm constantly writing down in my diary, you know, I'm filming this day, I'm uploading that day. And I'm trying to do it so I've got content at least every other day. Because I want to keep my subscribers. So it does take some work. It's okay to have a break. It's okay to take a break. And I'm sure at some point I will be the same. You know, at some point we all experience burnout sooner or later. So I'm sure at some point I will, you know, stop for a bit. It's always going to be more difficult in December because of Christmas and me working. And as a nail tech, it's doubly difficult. Hence why I haven't decided to do any type of event for Christmas time. I'm just too busy. There's every chance that my videos may get a bit sparser when it comes to December. Because I'm going to be fitting in lots of extra. Lots and lots. So let's do that. So thank you for commenting, Kimberly. She says, congratulations on getting 500 subscribers. I don't know if I read that out. Catherine Mola, she just says The Crown. You're absolutely right. Lisa Howard, hi Sam. Thanks for keeping me company while I DP. Last image of The Crown is very appropriate. Rest in peace, QE2. Absolutely, Lisa. Thank you for commenting. Joanne Walters, last image was a gold crown, which is very fitting at the moment. It will be a very sad day Monday. I usually work Mondays, but as it's a bank holiday, I will be watching it with a few tears in my eyes. Love all your videos, and it's great to have someone in the UK with a channel to follow. Oh, you're welcome, Joanne. I agree. That's why I started doing YouTube, is because there is now... You know, we've had more and more join recently, which is amazing because I do like having UK YouTubers to follow. I don't follow all of them. You know, we all have our tastes and preferences, but it is nice to have someone who makes the same references or uses the same phrases or, you know, understands that our houses in the UK are a hell of a lot smaller than they are in the USA or Australia. You know, not everybody has a room that they can use as a craft room, for instance. You know, I will have, but only because my family is older and grown up and some of them have left home. But I certainly wouldn't have done when I was younger. You know, I'd have been lucky when I was younger to have a corner in the room. So yeah, it is nice. So I do agree, and thank you for your comment. Oh, see, it's doing it again. It takes ages. Thing is, with tape, once you get it there, it lasts ages. You know, it just takes a bit of priming to get it not to be too sticky. It's worth it. I think it's worth it. Okay, so thank you for your comment. Next one is, I need to take a break in a bit because I've got to do the school run. Crystal Hewitt Schofield, she said, I have the same pen, but I got mine from DAC, so I think they may actually have the same supplier, but I definitely love the pink one a lot. It's one of my most used pens. That's the pink pen that I got from Admiral Zest. I love the pink pen. The pink pen and the blue and purple one that I got off Amazon are practically the same, and I did see them on AliExpress. I do like them. They're the perfect shape, they're the perfect thickness. I like them a lot, and they're my 2 most used pens. The only reason I use the purple and blue one more is because purple and blue are my favourite colours. Purple especially, but blue as well. So that's the only reason. But I do like the pink one. They're nice pens and they're a nice weight as well. They're not as weighty as this one. But I mean, this one, I can use this for quite a long time, but I can't use it as long as I can those ones because it does give me finger ache after a bit. So I'm going to finish this colour and then I'm going to take a break because I need to go and do the school run. While I am on the school run, I will be listening to somebody else's whip and chat because that's what I do. And I will be back shortly with the second part of this video. You won't notice a difference, it'll be instant. But that's what I'm doing. That's why there will be a break. And there is every chance that I will forget everything I was talking about by the time I come back. But, you know, just before I go, actually. So the reason that I pulled off 2 sections on this one to do, I've proper screwed that up. Get off. Right, let's get rid of that. Let me put these back in place because I've squished them together too tight. Please don't think it's because my canvas isn't sticky enough. It is purely that my tape is just stickier. It just does not want to stay on there. And I go to move it and I'm just picking it back up again. So it doesn't help. So let's get that in there. So yeah, it was because I've got a lot of questions and comments to get through. So I thought if I did a 2-section one, although it will be a longer video, you guys can watch it in, making a hash of this. Complete hash. No, that is right. So I need another one in there. Oh my word, what are you doing? Talking to myself, by the way. Got it? Yeah. There we go. Any more ones before I put this pot away? I don't think so. So thank you for commenting, Crystal. I absolutely agree. They're exactly the same. Can I get any more in? Dale Watt. Hi Dale. She said, he said, hi there, just found your channel. Well, welcome. This was from 9 days ago. This is how far behind on comments I am. The last image is a golden crown. Absolutely right, Dale. Welcome to Kitten Up Kitten and welcome to the giveaway video. I'm just putting these, I'm just answering a couple while I'm putting these away. And the last comment I'm going to do on this section is from Leandri. She says, hi Sam, this was an interesting whip for me. Had to pause my whip and rewind on yours every now and then. Your last image was a crown. I apologise, Leandri. But you were right, it was, so you didn't miss any. It was a bit of a different whip, wasn't it? So I'll think of something different for next time. When can I do my next giveaway? 750, I think. No, let's 750. No, 1,000. Let's do 1,000 and I'll make it a big giveaway. How about that? So thank you for commenting and for taking part. And last comment, Kathy K. Shelty. She said, hi Sam, so enjoy your videos. You're always so real. Yeah, it's because I don't know how to be any other way. The last image of the crown was perfect for the sadness of losing your queen. Thanks for all you do. Oh, you're welcome. But you don't have to thank me. I enjoy doing it. It does a world for me. And I will be, I'm going to stay. I'm going to absolutely stay. So I shall be back shortly. Okay, so I'm back and I have my coffee in my travel mug because I didn't get to drink it in the car. So I literally just listened to a video or two on YouTube while I was picking my daughter up. So we'll continue on with the comments that we've got. I just wanted to get this colour in because there's only a tiny little bit of it. I completely forgot that I was doing all of this massive section. So I forgot to check over here to make sure I didn't need any more colours, but I think I'm all right. I think I'm okay. So the next comment is from Ellie. Hi Ellie. She says, I'm an emotional wreck at the moment with the loss of our wonderful and beautiful queen. I know she looked old and frail on the Tuesday, but I didn't think she was as ill as she obviously was. I love this kit you're doing. I'm sorry your storage didn't arrive from Huracan. I've never had an issue with them, although only ever bought canvas from them. The gold crown was very fitting as the last image. I hope you had a good week and a very big happy belated birthday to your mum. Yes, I think she should be able to choose a takeaway. Good night from me. Oh, thanks Ellie. Yeah, me too. It was a bit of a shock. I mean, I knew when I saw Tuesday, it sort of drove home because she hasn't been in the headlines quite as much recently. I realised that, you know, she was very frail and you could see how much she had changed over the last sort of year. And certainly even since the, just since the Jubilee, you know, she did look very frail. But always a shock. You know, you're never quite ready for that, are you? On the storage from Huracan, I did get refunded. So I am disappointed. I mean, I've said before, diamond painting companies and, you know, storage and all that sort of thing, you very much have to go by personal experience. And my experience of Huracan has been, you know, the diamond paintings I wasn't happy with. The storage never arrived. It's not even that the storage didn't arrive, you know, it does come from China. But I base it on how the company reacts. So if I'd have received an answer as to where my storage was, I probably wouldn't, you know, I would have been happy to wait. It's the fact they didn't answer. To me, customer service is key. And from someone that comes from a customer service background, I would expect more. However, I'm not going to knock it. If you've never had a bad experience, you know, keep using them. You know, if it was just one thing, I would probably just go, do you know what? It's fine. You know, these things happen. But it's not just one thing. I'm just checking. Right, so this may be an issue for me. Can you see? I've got two triangles. I had to double check then. And they're both next to each other. So I had to check then which one I'm doing. So now I'm looking for a black triangle, which is down here. So yeah, I'm not slating them as a company. If you've always had a good experience, then keep using them. But for me, you know, for me, it's a 2 strikes. It's 3 strikes, really. Mum is just finishing off one of those Huracan pictures, and the popping drills are a nightmare. So I'm glad that I gave them away, because I ain't got the patience. I really haven't got the patience for that. But thank you for commenting. We did have a good week. She had a very, apart from, obviously, the death of our beautiful queen, but she did have a nice birthday. We did get her a takeaway, and she received her diamond painting yesterday, so she was happy. A well spent 50th. So I'm just going to find this next one, which is number 7. No, it's not number 7. What's that? Oh, it's a T. Do we have a T symbol? That's an upside down T. Hang on a minute. I'm getting my head in the way because I can't see what the symbol is. It is a T. We're right, there we go. It's always the case when I start a new canvas. It takes me time to get used to where the symbols are. And yes, I know I could put them together and it might be easier, but then I've got to go through the hassle of putting them back in DMC order when I get down. And again, I'm too impatient. Far too impatient. So thank you for commenting, Ellie, as always. Girl Diamonds, hello. She says, hi Sam, love your videos. Rest in peace Queen Elizabeth. Her dedication and service will not be forgotten. The last image of the crown was very fitting. Love your whip too. Oh, thank you. And yeah, certainly will never be forgotten. And that's the thing. She is now going to be forever in history as the longest reigning monarch. And very much well deserved. She never faltered, did she? Always there for us. So thank you for your comment and for commenting on my whip. Very much appreciated. Okay, so Ellie again, this is on a different video. Which one's this one? This is on my I Miss You. She said, hi Sam, thanks for this whip and chat. I went and found Penny and subscribed, so now as well as trying to go back on all your videos, I will with Penny's also. I think this is your 3rd or 4th video I've watched tonight. Blimey, you are dedicated. Trying to catch up after a bad weekend. Oh, bless you. I hope that things are better now, whatever it is. Thank you for the mention. Yes, I agree. It is nice when someone acknowledges your comment. It makes it feel more real as a community. I hope that makes sense, Hunt. Absolutely does make sense. That's what I love about it. You know, starting to get to recognise names. You're starting to see names on other people's videos as well. As subscribers, as YouTubers, starting to see the same names. It's really nice, and I am feeling that community. I think it's fabulous, so we should keep that going. So thank you for saying that. I'm glad you subscribed to Penny, because she's a lot better at what she does than she thinks she is, and she definitely deserves a follow. I love watching Penny's whips. They're usually what I work along to. Yeah, comforting to listen to her. She also says, I've missed commenting on one of your kitting up videos. I had to go and wash my face and blow my nose as I shed more tears, although I didn't think I had any left. And when I returned, I hadn't paused it and it had gone to another video. Night night, hun. Kiss. 1:46 AM now, lol. Oh, God bless you. I would imagine it might be the one where I was reading the comment out from the lovely lady who'd had so much loss. It made me emotional. So I'm sure that's what it would be. I need to point out that I'm struggling with the symbols, not because they're badly printed, but because I have. Let me try and do that. That might help. Because of the way where I've got my lights, I'm struggling to see them. But this is a number 9, so we're going to go with this. Yeah, I'm unfortunately I'm quite empathetic. So when, you know, when I come across a difficult story, you know, or an emotional story, I don't hold it in very well. I'm as tough as nails most of the time, but a bit of a softie when it comes to sad stories. So I'm sorry that I made you cry, but I hope that by reading that lady's comment out, I am sorry I've forgotten your name. I'm hoping that she knows that there are people of us out there that were moved by her story, because I certainly was. And I think it should be shared. I think you should share the way that you feel about things like that. I mean, I'm not a big woe is me person at all, but I think things should be talked about. I think a lot of problems occur when people don't talk about things, especially their feelings. So I'm sorry you're up that late as well. I have to say, I usually get up at least twice in the night. And I'll pop down and I'll probably watch a little bit on Facebook or something. I don't tend to watch YouTube because if I watch something too interesting, it wakes me up too much and then I can't sleep at all. But the other morning, I was awake on and off from about 3:30 and I gave up in the end and got up at 5. It was like, there's no point me laying here. I might as well get up and, you know. start getting myself ready for my day. Watch me single placing. So thank you for commenting, Ellie. Stacey's DP Crafts and More. She says, hi Sam, I've been with you since about 100 subs. Love your videos. You seem so real and down to earth. The last image was a crown. Rest in peace, Queen Elizabeth II. I have followed you back, Stacey. Haven't had much chance to watch, but I will do, so don't you worry. Thank you for being with me since 100 subs. Lots changed since then, hasn't it? You know, back then, I was still a single placer. Back then, I think I was still a one whip person. Look how much that's changed. But that is the nature of diamond painting, I think. You evolve, you know. Come on, sick you bloody thing. I am down to earth. I'm about as down to earth as you get. And actually, I hold back somewhat when I'm videoing. As in, I don't swear as much when I'm working as I do in my normal life. I'm terrible for swearing. There are certain words I never say. But I am, you know, I think the biggest problem with me is, like I said, I'm very impatient, frustratingly impatient. I know my husband moans all the time. And also, I'm quite an honest person. So, you know, I always say to people, don't ask me if I've upset you if you don't want an honest answer. Because I will just give you an honest answer. And it's not because I'm a horrible person. I just don't see the point of lying to people. And by not being honest, that's what you're doing. You're lying. So I have upset people in the past. But I always say to people, don't take it personally. I can take it just as much as I can give it out. I may not like it. Who does? Who likes getting criticism? But I will accept that it's the truth for you. You know, we're all allowed to have that. We're all allowed to have our own truth. So, but I am down to earth. The jets are back out again, as you can hear. But I'm trying to remember that it is the sound of freedom, because these boys and girls are learning to defend our country. So I'm just going to work through it. It's fine. Why did I pick such a big section today? I thought it would be a good way of getting through all the comments. But thank you, Stacey. Tina Tries Life. I was watching you, Tina, when I was in the car. What was I watching? Oh, finishing off a canvas. I started watching it. I didn't finish it because my daughter got in the car and started talking to me. But I did start watching it. It was nice to see that canvas finished, actually. She says, hi Sam, congrats on 500 subscribers. Thank you, Tina. The last image was of a crown and the jewel in it was one of my favourite colours. I love watching your whips grow. Oh, thank you, Tina. Well, do you know what? Right back at you. I will go back to watching your video, and your framing, I think, is what you were doing. I will go back and watch that a little bit later once I stop filming for today. Although saying that, I do want to do some Heaven and Earth tonight, and I can't watch anything doing that unless I do it off camera. I might do it off camera, but I'm at work all weekend, so that'll mean then the first time I've got to film is Monday. But we'll see what happens, see what time brings me. Crochet Cow Lloyd, the lovely Julie, she said, love Mandy Mazzano images and have done several. Last image, I believe, is a golden crown. It is, Julie, thank you for commenting. I love Mandy Mazzano too. I haven't done that many yet, but I have a few. Really wanted to do this one. I think this is the first square Mandy Mazzano that I've ever done. I'm liking it so far, but I haven't done enough to see the difference in detail. I think it will be quite interesting, actually, to compare it when it's finished to I Miss You Say, to see the difference in the detail. But fits together beautifully. Loving it. Do love Mandy Buzz. I don't know whether it's the artwork or the colours or the way that she blends colours. She just has such a good eye for colour. Or maybe it's not even her eye for colour. Maybe it's Diamond Art Club's, because that's where the beauty comes in. It's the hand rendering, isn't it? But we shall see. I'm going to get these little black lines up here. Well, they're not black. They're 939, so they're dark blue. But Mummy 3AC, she says, I love your videos. Simple as that. Thank you very much. You're more than welcome. I hope that there'll be many more for you to try. Pencil Surprises, great video. Thank you for sharing the last image. Thank you for sharing. Last image was a crown. Hope you're all well. Thank you, Shaz. We are all well. Well done on getting the right image. You are obviously in for the giveaway. So you never know. You might have, you know, if you win that giveaway, you may just have in that box the sort of thing that you're always looking for. The sort of thing you've always wanted. Let's put it that way. I've missed 2 F's here. Let's just make sure I get all of these. 939. I don't think even if I do this massive section and have a stupidly long video that I'm going to get through all these comments. I don't think so. And like I said, I can't do comments on a Heaven and Earth because I'm using my tablet. So let me just get these 2 in. Next one is from West Aussie Diamond Art. Oh, interesting. I'm going to have a look. Love the jet sounds. That's good because there's plenty of them. It won't be the first time and it certainly won't be the last. As you can tell from this video, the downsides, well, not a downside, it's just part of living in the fens. And the problem is because it's the fens. So if you are from Australia or America and you don't know what fens are, I don't know if you do, you might do. It's basically bogland, but it's dead flat. It's the flattest part of the country, so the sound carries so much. That's why we tend to get a lot of it. So please excuse me, I have decided to have a cigarette, so you may not see much for a minute, but I'm going to get through some more of these. Okay, so the next comment is from Sharon Wildboar, and it was just, hope everything is okay, Sam. So the story is, I was filming a whip and I had a work issue come up. So I had to abandon filming quickly, and because of that, I didn't manage to get back to finish filming it, and then I was back at work anyway. So it wasn't anything personal, it wasn't major or anything like that. It was just basically that I didn't have the time to film that I originally had planned to have. So that's all it was. So I'm absolutely fine. The family is fine. But thank you to everybody, including Sharon, who asked if everything was okay. To Penny, who messaged me, and I didn't get to message her straight back. I just didn't have the time. Who also said, I'm just checking you're okay. Thank you so much. Your concern really surprised me, actually. I probably didn't end it. I probably didn't put a note on that made you realise it was more of a lack of time thing than a critical life-changing event. It wasn't anything of the kind. It was just a work thing. So thank you for asking, Sharon. Thank you again for the spare drills that have turned up today. I really appreciate it. If you can see smoke travelling across the screen, it is because I am actually having a cigarette while I'm filming. It is going to be a longer video. So coffee, cigarette. Welcome to how I diamond paint. Never a good thing. So thank you. And then Pencil Surprises again, the lovely Shaz on my kitting up for probably going to need a few more of these, actually. I've got quite a few of this colour. My kitting up of In the Arms of an Angel. She said, great kitting up as always. Thank you for sharing. Well, you're welcome. And then we have Catherine on the Heaven and Earth. One of the Heaven and Earth videos. She's just given me a smiley face and a thumbs up. So it might be that was the one. Let me have a look, actually. Let me see. Oh, I can't. I don't know which one it was on, but thank you. Sharon also, great video. Love to hear your dog. Have a lovely day. Thank you, Sharon. Oh, we're getting there. I'm getting through them. Let me place a few more drills so that you at least have something to watch other than me smoking. Oh, look, dropped a drill. Let's do that. So I don't know if it was the Heaven and Earth one where I introduced the new Heaven and Earth project, or whether it was just a kitten up or what, but thank you guys. Very much appreciated. Catherine again, hope everything is okay. That was on the same video. Everything is fine, as I said. And she also commented on my witch painting. She said, like that image and the saying. Absolutely. Nobody could accuse me of being a princess. My husband, when we first met, called me princess once, and I went, you know, don't call me princess. Number one, I was older than him. Number two, I was bloody 30, you know. I could never be considered to be a princess. A witch, however, oh, for God's sake. Did you see that? Oh, a witch, however, yes. Absolutely. If I'd have been alive 400 years ago, I would have been a witch. Just because of my interests and my paganism and all that sort of thing. So, yeah, definitely. Who wants to be a princess? Not me. Because, you know, do you know what? Like, for me, to be a princess, it's time consuming. Perfect hair, perfect makeup, perfect clothes, perfect posture, all that stuff. That's not me at all. Like, literally, I am wearing a lounge suit that my daughter brought me as a Christmas present. And purely because she had one in a different colour and I really liked it. So she brought me one. And I like them because it's slouchy clothing. It's not tight clothing. So I haven't done my hair today. I've literally just pulled it and tied it back. My nails need doing again because I did them and then managed to break 2 or 3 doing the cabin. So I need to do them again. Pretty sure my chin needs waxing too. So I'm not glamorous. Definitely, you know, messy hair, baggy clothes, hairy chin. Perfect witch apparel. Simple as that. And like I said, my nail tech name on Insta and everything is Glimmer Witch, and on YouTube is the Glimmer Witch. So, yeah, I loved it. So that's why I want that picture. But thank you, Catherine. Vicky Little also asking, hope all is well. Yeah, it's all good, as I said before. Trisha, the left-handed stitcher, again put, sound of freedom. Absolutely, as we've just had. So then also, Trisha, on the Heaven and Earth canvas, let me just get a couple more of these in. And then I will read her comment out. I don't need that many. I only need 2. I'm all over the place on this today, aren't I? Definitely all over the place. I want to try and get this section done, though. She says, I'm thinking about doing the William Morris tapestry for HAED Crown Jewel collection. I love that picture. But I have almost no spares in my storage since I just recently started doing square diamond paintings. So I'll have to either wait or buy them. Absolutely, Trisha. But like I said, if you decide you want to do some and you need some, please let me know what spares you need. I might be able to send some your way. You know, it depends whether you want to have them all exactly the same dye lots. I'm not sure of what canvas you mean. I might go and have a look. I recognise the name William Morris, though. I would definitely suggest doing a Heaven and Earth project. It is interesting to do. Me personally, it's more expensive to buy the pre-printed canvas and then all the drills together and everything. So that's why I didn't. I wanted to keep costs down, but also because, like I said before, I want to be able to use my spares. And I've got so many, and you always end up with so many, that it's worth saving them for that, just to do that. Because you're getting a diamond painting cheap, aren't you? But if you think that I spent probably £6, £7 on the chart, and then I've spent 38, I think, on the canvas, now you understand why companies like Diamond Art Club charge what they do, because actually for what they're offering, they're very good priced. Because if you did it all from scratch, it would cost you a lot more. So if I can help, please do email me with any that you need, and I'm happy to send spares if I've got them for you. Leandri, also on the same one, she said, I'm definitely inspired. My Mad Hatter from Hannah Lynn is waiting for me. Oh, fabulous. I do like Hannah Lynn. Don't think I have any of her canvases though. I think Hannah Lynn's one that I haven't tried yet. She said canvas and drills got here 2 days ago. Oh, how exciting. I bought drills because I don't do nearly enough squares for spares, but I have to finish with my current whip for the storage. Oh, bless you, Leandri. We see this is where having multiple storage comes in, because then you could kit it up. Oh, excuse me. But then you become addicted to kitting up like me. And that's never a good thing. Because by the time I get round to some of these, they're going to be in there 2 years. You know that, don't you? 27, maybe 28 actually, with the one I've got in my bag. 28 canvases. I'm doing a canvas on average once every 6 weeks. So, like, I've got enough in there. They could be in there 2 years yet. So maybe not a good thing. But I did buy storage specifically for my Heaven and Earth. However, I've only got 1 case now instead of the 2. So I'm going to repurpose the other one. I've got an idea that I'm going to try later. If it works, I'll film it. It may not work, in which case I will have ruined a case. But, you know, I have 2 of them. And to be fair, after attempting 239 colours and then giving up anyway, I probably won't bother. But good luck with finishing your whip, and also really interested to see what your canvas looks like. But I love doing, I love the idea of Heaven and Earth. I love doing it on the app. I love the complexity of it. I love the challenge of it. And I think lots of people that also attempt a Heaven and Earth canvas. It doesn't even have to be a Heaven and Earth canvas, does it? There are other companies that also do charts. There are other companies that charts work with Pattern Keeper. The 2 that I got from Etsy both work with Pattern Keeper. I may give you guys a sneak peek of those when I do my next Heaven and Earth video. We'll see. So thank you for commenting. Diamond Painting 6000. Hi, Sam. Oh, okay. Right, let me just do these and I'll read this out, because this is the comment I was on about earlier. Okay. Okay, so she says, hi, Sam. I think you should do an event with Pattern Keeper for a month. I love watching others do Pattern Keeper while I'm also doing it. Your painting is going to be beautiful. Now, that's a really good idea. Now, the only downside is, yes, I could do an event. I know Rebecca at Add More Zest has just done Heaven and Earth September, I think. No, Heaven and Earth August. But I wouldn't be able to do it daily because of my work pattern and stuff. And especially because even, you know, unless I did a 2x2 section to make it smaller, I wouldn't be able to do it daily. Might be able to do it every other day or so, every 3rd day or something. If, like Diamond Painting 6000, you would be interested in a Heaven and Earth event month, please let me know, because I would be more than willing to do that, providing you understand it won't be daily. It won't be every day, because I just won't be able to commit to that. And so please do comment below on this video if you would be interested in a... She does say an event with Pattern Keeper for a month, not a live event. So I'd be quite interested in doing that for a month. And for me, it would probably be better in November. The reason being, December I can't commit to anything because I've restarted doing nails. Christmas is notoriously busy. I've also got the other job as well. I will also have the resin stuff to do because I'm going to have to make sure I've got stock for Christmas. But I'd certainly be willing to do a Heaven and Earth event in November. Plus, there's lots of you that will be doing Christmas ones, won't there? There'll be lots of you doing December events. So let me know if you're interested. I'd be quite willing to do an event month for November. I'd quite like to do a live event. I'd quite like to do something live, but I still haven't figured out what the time zones and stuff is. I reckon it would have to be around 10 o'clock at night. Here, between 10 and 12 at night here, to be able to get everybody in. So like the States, Australia, everything. I could be wrong. If you know, let me know. But definitely, I'm hoping it's going to be a beautiful painting. But it does help having that great canvas, I have to say. That is making a big difference. So I'm coming in with this number 10, which is our 498. What a beautiful red colour this is. So next comment is Vicky. I commented and said about that I was okay. She just said, thank you for letting us know as you've been on my mind. Oh, bless you. Thank you. Like I said, it wasn't anything too crazy. Right, let me just get some of these in just before I do the next comment. Now, the next comment is from the Crafty Witch UK. I didn't even know she followed me. So, very pleased to see her comment. Thank you very much. She knows that I follow her as well. I do enjoy her videos. And I have to say, has one of the most calming voices ever. So she just says, I can't wait to see how this image comes together. And what a lovely way to celebrate your 500 plus subs by doing a giveaway. A crowning achievement, you might say. Oh, well done. Here's to many more years of growing your channel. Stay crafty, Arietta. Thank you so much. Yeah, I wanted to celebrate getting 500. I know it's not much to some, but to me, it's massive. It really is. And I was so pleased. And I have to say, you know, that you need to give something back, don't you? Because at the end of the day, I wouldn't have got there without people watching. So to give them an opportunity to share in that success. Like I said, it isn't anything massive. Most of what's in there is a mix of diamond painting products or craft related products. And a lot of them are things that I've been given in promo packages or I've received in kits and I haven't used, that sort of thing. So it isn't anything massively expensive. But thank you so much for commenting, Arietta. Thank you. Means a lot. So really do appreciate it. And for taking the time to comment as well. And for being so clever with your answer. Sharon, great video, Sam. Glad you got your parcel. Have a wonderful weekend. So Sharon is talking about the huge parcel of crystals that she sent me. I put them all into bags. I have de-kitted all of the storage now, so I have got that. I'm part way through getting the labels off, but I will use them absolutely. My mum has took a couple because she's got a couple of small ones that she was gifted from the lovely Penny at Calp Sparkles. So she's going to use a couple of them because she doesn't have any small storage. And they are handy, aren't they? For those little ones, they are handy. So I will definitely be using them. It's very much appreciated. Right, let's get that in. I had the problem with this colour last time, didn't I? Right, let's get that in there. Tracy Owen, hi Sam. Great video as always, and she gave me a thumbs up. Thank you, Tracy. Lovely to see you on there again. Do like to see my regulars pop up. Because I get used to seeing the same names. And I worry if I don't see a name for a while. I've had one of my subscribers I haven't seen for ages. And although you never want to lose subscribers, I'm hoping it's just because she's left my channel and it's not because something's happened. Because I do worry. But I'd much rather it's just because she's left the channel than that something awful has happened. Because, and like, you can't think that way, can you? Because at the end of the day, you're not in contact with people personally. So, yeah, it's very much appreciated when you all say hello. Really do enjoy it. Tina says, heavy is the head that wears the crown, but your queen wore it with such grace and beauty. My heart goes out to you, your countrymen, for your loss. May God guide your new king. Oh, thank you, Tina. What a beautiful, beautiful comment. Really appreciate it, as I'm sure lots of others do at this time. It's going to take a lot of getting used to, I have to say. And like I said, we won't see the like of her again at all. But, you know, hopefully he will rise to the challenge and he will be a good king. He's been okay so far, unless you count Pengate. And you know what? Right, I was talking about this with a friend last night. We were saying about, you know, everyone made a big deal of it. Everyone was saying, you know, the Queen would never have shown temper in that way. She would never have done this. She would never have done that. Do you know what? He has a right, for God's sake. He must have been exhausted. He's having to do these duties at the same time as grieving his mother. He's having to take on the responsibilities of heading up this massive event when what he wants to do is be on his own with his family, dealing with his grief. So he's allowed to get cross. Do you know what I mean? He is. Give the guy a break. Like I said, I've never been a huge fan of Prince Charles, but he's definitely shown his mettle the last few days. So forgive him for losing his temper at ink on him. Come on, give the guy a break. So I will say that. So thank you very much, Tina, for your lovely comment. April MacArthur, she says, I'm down to 5 days ago, by the way. So I'm not too far behind. She says, I love your videos so much. Oh, thank you, April. That's lovely. She says, also love the Queen and all her family. The crown was the last image. Take care. Thanks, April. And you take care as well. She was very well loved. I think it'll be hard to find people that aren't. Incidentally, if you are watching this and you are not a fan of the royal family, I would appreciate you not voicing your opinion on my channel if possible, out of respect for the Queen and the royal family. But loving all of the comments from everybody worldwide on the loss of our Queen. She wasn't just our Queen, she was the world's Queen as far as I'm concerned. So we can all grieve. Simple as that. So thank you, April. Writing with Rose Wolf. Hello there. She says the pictures were... Oh, she went through them all. Yep, she went through all of the... a black cat doing a downward dog. And a crown, very fitting. Hi Sam, sorry it's been a while, but me and my family have been battling Rona since mid-August. Oh no. Me, my mum and my sister had it. My dad has been in and out of hospital due to complications from it. On the plus side, I was able to finish On the Prowl on the 11th of September and got a little surprise. I decided to take part in drills and chills this year, so I was busy sectioning off my canvas and kitting up when my twin little sister, who I've been wanting to try to get into diamond painting, she's a cross stitcher, walked through the doorway of my room and asked to borrow some washi. Wow, don't you just love it when that happens? She'd never asked for me for some before, so I was curious as to why. She looked at me kind of embarrassed and said, because I may have bought a diamond painting. In that second, it felt like my head exploded. I ended up giving her the washi, and now I'm struggling to not rush out and buy her all the things. Sorry for the long comment. I hope you have a good day. Oh, don't you worry don't apologise for the long comment. I love them. And I love it when somebody new comes in. And I'm exactly the same. One of my clients expressed an interest once. And she went and brought a little diamond painting off Amazon. And the next time she came, she left with a little 15 bottle storage case, because I never really use ones that small. And tweezers and diamond painting pens and boats and wax and oh, you name it. You name it, I gave her it. I gave her a cover minder. Just, that's what happens, isn't it? You're so excited that somebody else has fallen in love with this craft. You just go on with it. Saying about getting things finished and the fact she's a cross stitcher, I pulled out one of the cross stitches that I was kindly given in the unboxing that I did the other week. I got one of those out today, so I might have a look at doing one of them. Don't know when, but I've got it out and I've put it in a box, so it's out ready. It's the little Christmas pendant one. I just thought it would be quite nice to do for my granddaughter. So I did pull it out. It's not very big, and it's a long time since I cross-stitched. And I've certainly never really done printed cross-stitches either. I'm going to get these couple of Fs quickly. Just because there's only 2 of them. Can I get 2 out? There we go. Right, so there's 1 in there. 1 in there. Is that all of them? I think the rest are all 2s. And then we've just got some random drills, really. So once I've done this bit, it's just all these 2s and a couple of randoms. So let's get the 2s done, because I've got lots of those. 154, another beautiful colour. Yeah, don't apologise for a long comment. I like the long ones. So thank you for commenting. Cheryl Pollen. The last image was a crown. Well done. She says, I type this knowing I won't win. I never do at these things. I once entered one in which I was 1 of 6 eligible and still didn't win. Do you know what, Cheryl? I'm exactly the same. Never win anything. Never. The only time that I've won something, I won a nail competition when I first started doing nails, which I was very surprised at because it was on 3D acrylic, and managed to win myself some products from the company that I love. But usually I am one of the most unluckiest people ever. You know, if I enter a raffle, I can enter a raffle of 10 people and still not win. It just doesn't happen. So you're not the only one. But you know what? You never know. Your luck could change. And for the sake of watching one video and commenting on it, you haven't lost anything, have you? At least you're part of it. And that's what's important. You're part of this community and you're part of that particular thing. So don't ever stop trying. Because if you stop trying, you're never going to have a chance, are you? You've got less chance than if you just try. So you never know, one day. Thank you for commenting as well, by the way. Crochet Cow Lloyd, she says, loving the idea of crystal resin cover magnets. Nice idea from Sharon. Hope you're well. I am very well, and I have actually made some cover minders with the crystals. Some have worked okay, some have not, but I will have a couple to go up on the Etsy shop as soon as I've got time, probably next week, because I've got Monday and Tuesday off. However, I do have the granddaughter on Tuesday, so I'm not guaranteeing. Thank you for commenting. Karen Young, thanks for the giveaway. Congratulations on over 500 milestones. The last image was a crown. Take care. Well, thank you, Karen, for taking part. 50 something again. Hi, love your channel. I've never commented on anything before and hope to win one of the prizes. The last image was a golden crown. Well, thank you very much for taking the time to comment and for taking part. You do need to remember, all of you, that there are actually 3 prizes, not just 1, 3. So you have 3 chances to win something. It may not be a lot. It may not even be something you want, but you all have 3 chances of winning in that giveaway. So yeah, don't forget. It's definitely worth taking part. Bev Oaks, she says, just wanted to say hi. I just subscribed a few weeks ago and I love to watch you while I diamond paint. I'm a caregiver for my daughter who has cerebral palsy and I paint when she's not needing something. Just wanted to say thanks and I love your channel. Oh, thank you, Bev. That's lovely. That is all I ever wanted, was to be someone that you can diamond paint with. That's the whole purpose of this channel. It really is. Because, like I said before, a million times, it forces me to take time out as well, because I have a busy lifestyle and my job is quite stressful. And, you know, I'm building a new business, but I don't have a lot of spare time. So by doing this channel, by providing the content for you guys, I'm making myself do my hobby. So it's a win-win. I get something done, you get something done, and we have somebody to listen to while we do it. So thank you very much for commenting. Please do enjoy the little spare time that I know you probably get. And keep diamond painting, because it's a fabulous way to de-stress, and it's perfect if you are very busy, because even if you can't get a whole section done, you can get a bit done. You'd be surprised how much you can get done in 10 minutes. Give yourself 10 minutes, you know, every now and again, just to do a little bit. You'll be surprised how quickly it can come together. And that's the other thing I need to say. You know, there's no law that says you have to do a whole section. You can just do a bit of a section. Probably going to have to give this a roller, because I've got a couple of drills standing up, and that's just because I've been multi-placing and stuff, but I'll do that afterwards. Let's get the rest of these 2s in. Villica, she said, hi Sam, I'm worried. Hopefully you and your loved ones are okay. Take care, my friend. Love from the Netherlands. Villica, I'm absolutely fine. You know, you will have seen that now because you'll have watched the rest of the video. Absolutely fine. I probably shouldn't have put the note on at the end the way that I did. I think my professional head took over, rather than me saying, you know, oh, damn, something came up and I had to stop filming. Yeah, so I'm absolutely fine. Don't panic. And I have seen your email. I just haven't had a chance to look at what the colours are yet, so I will do that. Please don't think that I haven't seen it. I have. I just haven't had a chance to answer. Right, so is that all of that colour? Nearly finished this section. God knows how long this bloody video is. You're probably all asleep. You probably started watching at like 10 o'clock at night or something, and it's now 12 AM and you're all nodded off. Do you know how tempted I am sometimes? It's like, I check back on videos to see how long they were watched for. Sometimes I'm really tempted to say something really random at the end of a video, just to see if anyone ever mentions it. You know, something really stupid, or you know, do something funny, just to see if anyone's actually still awake. Because the amount of times I put a video on and fall asleep and then don't watch all of it happens all the time. So I'm fine, Villica, don't worry. Crafty Jane Newton, thank you for sharing. God bless. You're very welcome. Michelle Garrett, that was so sweet. She sent that to you. I love it when people are sweet to each other. Oh, trust me, Sharon is a bloody darling. She really is. Literally sent me all of those, and then today has sent me some spare drills. But don't you worry, payback. You know, if you're good to one person, it comes back to you, and it will, I promise. But it's a nice little community on here as well, as it is with many other diamond painters, to be fair. I think we've all, you know, we've all come across channels where there's such a good sense of community and people getting to know each other, which is nice. I like that. So thank you for commenting, Michelle. Ellie, on my kitten down of Alice. Great kitten down, hun. I love the image. It's come out well. I hope the summer cabin is coming on good, and please be patient. Have a good rest of today, which was Sunday. Thank you, Ellie. Number one, the image did come out well. So it just goes to show that as long as you manage your expectations on how a image will come out, if it's a cheaper company, you know, you're not then disappointed. Was that image as nice an experience as working on a Diamond Art Club? No, of course not. But it cost a fraction of what a Diamond Art Club does. So I don't expect it to. As long as it has good drills, as long as you can see what the image is, you know, as long as it's printed in the right size. These are very close together, I have to say. I mean, it's nice because you haven't got any gap in, but if you don't get them pressed down properly, you can pull them back off. So these are all single ones now. So I'm going to do these single ones. I'm going to do one more comment or two if they're quite short ones. The summer house. The summer house is built except for the front doors. It hasn't got the double doors on yet. Let me just see if I can find these. The roof is on, but he needs to trim it. So once the double doors go on, then it will be a case of insulating and putting another layer of wood or whatever on the interior walls and laying the insulation and the flooring. Once that is done, it will be decoration. Now, the reason he's saying be patient is because we need to get electric in there. We've run a cable. We had a cable run underneath the patio when the patio was laid. So the cable is there ready. However, he needs to get the garage roof done before we can put electrics in the garage. Now, that may not happen until next year. So he's saying, be patient, wait till next year until I've had the garage roof done. He hasn't even had a quote for it yet. And then you can get in it. My point is hang on a minute. Just trying to find this symbol. Right, so let's do the triangle first. Where's the triangle? And if I come across the other one, is it that one? No, not that one. Where the hell is this triangle? Right, that's that one, because that's green. Obviously my tape isn't as sticky as it was. So that's that one done. We've got a sideways facing. Oh, it could have been that one. Oh, it's too late now, I've done it. Sorry, Penny. 47, no. Where the hell is this triangle? It's got to be one that I've missed before. Right, that's that one. So that's purple. So I found that. I think my tape's pushed in on me single placer because it's not picking anything up if I dip in. There's that one. I did have a good rest. It was a lot to do, but never mind. Sharon again on the same video. Great video, Sam. Have a lovely evening. Scrapping Sylvia on the same one. Great video. Thank you for sharing. So I'm going to stop it there. I am going to find this bloody colour here because that will be an AB. Dog's going to start barking. So this video is probably going to be 10 minutes longer than it needs to be when I search for this bloody arrow. It's that one. Oh my God. It was grey after all that. I think I was getting fixated on the blue colour. Right. There we go. And then I'll place the last drill. Pepper, stop it. So in this one, which would be a 3865, I'm actually replacing it with 141. Just add that little bit of shimmer. Just like that. Oh, that's pretty. Look, you see, because they're tighter fitting, if you do not get them dead flat, you can pull them back up again. However, I'd rather that because there is no gapping on this painting at all. So I'm just going through and I'm just making sure that they're clicked into place and they are flat. That's better. And that is 3 sections now done of Mackenzie's Treasure. So thank you so much for staying with me today while I did this extra long video. I'm now going to go off and attempt my little storage plan, which some of you will think is probably bloody crazy, but I'm going to leave it there for now. I've managed to get the comments down to 3 days ago. So, oh, I've got literally 5 comments at the minute. So, I will be back very soon with another Rip and Ramble. Not sure what. There may be a kitting up. There may not. It depends when these diamond paints start arriving. But for now, it is, as always, over and out from this Kitten Up Kitten. Bye-bye.